So there was this video that you found online. It's a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know if it originated from ESPN or whatever, or like ESPN Ocho.
Right, it did, yes.
And it's of a Memphis cheerleader going bananas, like crazy bananas.
That's not even describing it properly.
When they announced that her cheerleading squad won the National Hip-Hop Cheerleading Championships.
It literally almost looks like, and I mean no disrespect, but it looks like she forgot her epileptic medication.
Yeah, it almost does look like she's having a really, really violent seizure.
Yeah, and at first that's what I thought, and I watched it again, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's celebrating.
That's not even offensive, because that's what it looks like.
It does.
That's really... I'm going to play the audio, see if you can soak this in.
University of Memphis!
She's going, oh my God, my head's
and
popping
her
out.
hands going back and forth, and it's just nuts. She's going crazy.
We've got it up online. We've got it on our Facebook feed as well.
When you get a chance, go and look. Like Amy said, online, 987thebeat.com. You can hit our Facebook feeds, and we'll try to get up on Twitter as well. Okay? And also on today's show. Now, here's the thing. When I'm watching this, I'm going off on how bad this chick looks like she's going to throw her neck out, her head's going to wobble off or something. And all you can say is, cheerleading is not even a sport.
It's not a sport. And someone actually wrote on my Facebook wall, and they were like, well, is that how you celebrated when you won your gold medal? No, because I was in a real sport. We don't do that when you're in a real sport. You can control your emotions in a real sport.
Oh, wow.
I think anytime you're encouraging someone else to do their sport, maybe not. And I know people are going to get mad at me.
They have competitions, though. Here's a question for you. Do cheerleading competitions have cheerleaders? Huh? Soak that in. Chicken and the egg.
To cheer for them? See, here's the thing. Like, if you're that good, go do gymnastics.
260-9870. I want to throw this out there because I do. I mean, I don't get it, but I get it that it's a sport. I mean, they have competitions, they have winners and things like that. It's 260-9870.
They also have scrapbooking competitions with winners and losers. Really?
When was the last time you were at one of those?
Oh, that's okay.
So, I want to know, is cheerleading a legitimate sport?
Nope.
Because Amy says absolutely not.
No. No. Don't forget, you can always text us at 411-987. Don't text and drive, though, and Sanderson Volvo reminds you to be safe behind the wheel.
No, there's a lot of moms out there that would disagree with you. That their little girls go to cheerleading competitions all the time.
You can disagree with me all you want, but we can have a wonderful discussion.
What about when they do the throws and the pyramids and stuff like that? That takes skill.
Okay, well, that's hard.
You know, and the flips in the air.
Listen, if you're that good, be a gymnast.
Are you mad because you didn't make the cheerleading squad?
Really? You really? Have you seen me try it? No. No. Listen.
Are you mad because you can't do spirit fingers?
I can do spirit fingers. That's how I know it's not.
Are you mad because you were always the bottom of the pyramid?
I like being the bottom of the pyramid.
260-9870. All right, everybody.
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. We're going to nationals, guys. You need to bring it. Oh, it's been rotten. I think they stole our cheer. When you get a chance, go online and watch that video, 987thepeak.com. 987 The Peak, it's all about variety. Chris and Amy in the morning and spirit fingers everywhere. Got a new viral video that's been floating around on the internet, and it is of this Memphis cheerleader going bananas after her squad wins the National Hip-Hop Competition. And, of course, that spawns a conversation between Amy and I as to whether or not cheerleading is a sport.
Right.
It's a sport. I say it's a sport. They have competitions. Obviously, it's a sport. You were an athlete. You say no. No. What are the people on the texting line saying? All right.
Texting is saying, no, it's support for a sport. It's not a sport. It's a dance competition.
It's like a bra for a sport.
It's a dance competition. Thanks, Christina. Cheerleading. What about Glee?
Jazz hands.
And then someone says, is it in the Olympics? Then it's not a sport. Thank you.
All right. But they went to regionals. Shut up. That's all about variety. Chris and Amy in the morning. And the topic at hand, cheerleading. Yeah. A sport or no?
Nope.
Check out the video, too, when you get a chance online.
It's really funny.
987thepeak.com. Just watching people freak out makes me smile. And this girl looks like she's going to snap her head right off.
I feel bad for her.
We had a video that popped up, Memphis cheerleader going crazy after they won the National Hip-Hop Cheerleading Championships or whatever.
Whatever.
Right. So, is it a sport?
Nope.
That's what we're asking. Let's go.
I definitely disagree with anybody that would say that it's not a sport. I mean, I definitely have seen firsthand how much practice these girls put into it. Talking about 9 months a year, gymnastics, cheerleading, I would definitely invite anybody that says that it's not a sport to do the practices that these girls do and see the injuries that some of them have, and then question just because they have a bow in their head. I would say that maybe some of that is, a little bit of, hey, I didn't make a cheerleader as a kid.
Here's the thing. I was an actual athlete, and I had cheerleaders at my sport, and I understand that it takes a lot of practice, but it also takes a lot of practice, to be in the band, and I don't think that you'd consider that a sport.
No. I would say, I don't know, back in the day, small town, I have no idea where you did this, but I would say...
Where I did what?
You're actual athlete.
Liz, where I did what?
Probably go and, take a practice with some of these girls, and then let's see how winded you are afterwards.
Liz, let me ask you this. You think I was in a small town doing what?
I have no idea what you were doing, but I'm just saying, if you're going to get on the radio and you're going to vocalize what's an athlete and what's not an athlete.
I won 6 gold medals in the Olympics. I'm an athlete.
Oh, you won 6 gold medals in the Olympics, and you're on radio right now. That tells me that you're a really great athlete, that you can, you continued on in your sport. So what are you doing right now?
Well, Liz, I actually
I love this.
I trained with cheerleaders in college when I was there on a full ride scholarship for my sport.
How long ago was this? I mean, are we talking about, back 20 years ago?
It's back in the 60s.
I mean, I just think it's so offensive that somebody's going to come on the radio and say, oh, it's not a sport.
Well, I think it's offensive that you're getting mad at me and not letting me speak. I think that's offensive.
I'm offended, too.
This is a step you guys like, don't you?
What? No, I'm going to be offended. I'm offended.
What are you offended at?
You guys are both offending the hell out of me.
What are you offended at?
I don't know. Because you guys, I want to be in the conversation, too.
Jump on in, Parker. Liz, here's the thing. First of all, my athletic career was not 20 years ago. I still hold world records. So
I will say this. It takes a lot of athletic skill to do yoga.
Yeah, it does.
However, I don't think yoga's on the verge of becoming an Olympic sport anytime soon.
They're trying. They are. Liz, they are.
Oh, my
trying.
God. Did you
I don't even know.
Did you see that downward dog? Holy crap. I have never seen a downward dog propose. Holy. Did they just pull off the praying mantis? That just happened. We may be heading for a new yoga world record here.
Liz just kind of personally attacked me right there.
Downward dog. But the best part was, and poor Liz didn't even know what she's getting into there. She's like, listen, I don't know what small town you were an athlete in, blah, blah, blah.
Well, then I told her, and I love how she goes, well, obviously, if you're on the radio, you didn't pursue your athletic career. I was on a wheeze box, Liz. I was in a milk can!
Or the best part was how she took a shot at our career, and I kind of wanted to go, hey, I'm not fighting with you. I've been on radio for 13 years. I don't know what you do that's so awesome, but come on.
Poor Liz. Liz, we love you, and thank you for the debate. It was fabulous.
Was awesome. I don't know what crappy little small-town cereal box you've been on the cover of, but... Wheaties? What's that? Is that like a grocery store brand or something?
Oh, my God.
That crap. Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself, yo.
Liz, we love you. Calling
98.7 The Peak. It's all about variety. Chris and Amy in the morning. Kim Boney. Sport. Cheerleading, yes or no? Go.
Because, I was a dancer, and I competed in dance competitions, and dance was very physical. I was very physically fit. We had competitions, all of that. But I don't think anybody would argue that dance is a sport. And cheerleading is choreographed. Yes, it's very physical, but it's choreographed. But it's much more along the lines of dance than it is anything to do with sport.
You know what? Interesting.
Kim? Out of all the people that have heard and that I've argued with over the years about cheerleading being a sport, and I'll even let you guys in on a little secret. I only took the opposing side on that. Amy and I actually totally agree. I don't think it's a sport either. But I will say this. Most people that argue that it is a sport have the worst arguments ever. Don't ever call us up and go, well, they practice a lot, so, well, they're in pretty good shape, so it's a sport. That is the dumbest argument I've ever heard.
This was a great argument.
Your argument was awesome. It's a competition, not a sport.
Nice job.
Exactly.